Greetings, citizens! Justiguy has arrived and returned to Vampire Survivors, as you can see here. Let me just move this over, move that over. Shrink this down, move this over, shrink this down so everyone could see me. Hello, and my handsome. God, that's awful. Anyway, here I need to be able to see, must actually see my face so I can make sure I have the right expression up, though. Anywho, we're gonna play a little Vampire Survivors. Depending on how I last, I had to get up a little early this morning to take my sweet doggy to the vet. I'd like to transition over to some Zonky Zero later, but if not, we'll just do a little Vampire Survivors. So we'll see. Full disclosure, I have played. I did get this again and play a little more of it on the Switch in between my last, because this game seems like made for it. In between the last time I streamed, so I understand it a little better now. I will admit, but so here's my goal. My goal. Where is it? Where's my goal? Oh, did I already do it? Why is my controller not working? My controller died. Oh God, everything died. Oh, no, VC Face died. Awesome! I love when that happens right when I start streaming. I adore that, actually. Hold on, oh no! Vampire Survivors crashed. And VC Face crashed. Oh, awesome. We are back. I am back. I have arrived. I have returned. Okay, as I was saying, I guess at the end of last time, I got this, which was what I would have been aiming for now. So this would be my next goal. Anyway, start. Also, I want Poe. Poe is my guy. So let's start with here just to get see where we are. Oh God, the screen is so big. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. All right. It looks like we're everything's working now as intended, which is good. So yeah. Good afternoon, citizens, or good morning, I guess. In many regions of the world, it is still morning, if not completely different than morning. But yeah, we have arrived. We are going to play a little Vampire Survivors, as I said before, moving on to other things, maybe, unless I get hooked on this. Which is possible, because a round is supposed to last 30 minutes, which, honestly, now that I've played a little more of this, I feel like, I'm gonna level up Garlic. The game kind of ends, really, more around 20, and it's like, you're just kind of waiting until like the last minute to see if you're gonna make it or not. That's kind of been my experience now, which is fun. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it does kind of feel like a lot of time gets wasted, but you know, maybe I just need to get gooder. Music is very good, but yeah. Anyway, I like this guy because he starts with this, and then this thing. I don't think I actually have the stuff unlocked that will evolve these items, but that's okay. We can unlock them. Alright, looking at this on a bigger screen is very nice. Yeah, I have never to date used the freaking Switch on a TV. It's either been this for when I record stuff, or on its little handheld mode, because it's such a nice little system like it. Alright, we want I think this is for the upgrading the garlic. Also, the music, you can actually hear it, which is nice. Oh, should I start moving around? Oh, I don't have the map yet. We gotta find the map. I don't even remember where it is. There's so much to this game. It's no wonder this took off. But, yeah, anyway, let's talk about stuff. So, I saw the FNAF movie, and I gotta say, it was a movie that I saw. I'm sorry, that... Oh no! That was really bad. But did we even get any? We didn't even get any gold out of that. Oh no! Oh no! We just spent all our money on him. All right, hold on. Do we have this? We could do this, but you don't really get anything for doing that, I don't think. All right, let's just do this again and try to actually win. Oh no! Anyway, alright, we'll do better this time. Oh, I don't like any of these. These all, axe, I guess. We'll ask them a question. Man, I got such a good pull. We had such good pulls on the last round. Anywho, the FNAF movie was, spoilers, I guess, for the FNAF movie, if you haven't seen it yet. Oh my god. It was a movie that I saw. These are both good. This one. And it did not, it went places. I mean, admittedly, I only played the first one. I recently watched Gata play some of them with Wukiki. Go check them out. Assuming the astronomically low chances you are watching me and have not already followed them, which I can't imagine, but... Anyway. Even despite that, I kind of realized partway through, I was watching it with a friend. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, because, if you don't know, they get, like, the robots, the animatronics, get friendly, and, like, I don't know if it was, like, a third into or halfway through the movie, and they're, like, friendly, and you're playing with them, and like, yeah, I guess they gotta do that to sell merchandise and to make it a kid's movie and stuff, so, you know. I don't know what people were expecting from it. Alright, now we'll get this one. But it makes sense, and it didn't... Honestly, I just thought the set design, like, I was... My friend was like, they liked the first half of the movie, and I think they were coming at it from the angle of, oh, man, it would have been so much better if it was in one room the whole time, and they really... Because they really liked the first half of the movie, but it just kind of, for them, went downhill. Very... Oh, yes. Very quick... I don't know how quickly, but pretty quickly, once the, what's her face? Abby started getting more attention, and which actually might have even been as soon as the first third. I don't know. I do like now. I know it's I don't know, taboo to say, but I just actually this morning I was listening to the film theories on the way to the vet. And it's funny to hear that the movie was going to open with Markiplier originally. Like, that's pretty funny. It's too bad they couldn't work that out, but I guess they can save it for the sequel, you know, kind of have a sequel hook. But, anyway. Alright, let's see if we can get some treasure out of this one. Oh no, the pentagram! You activated it the worst time! Alright, we gotta upgrade the pentagram a bit so it doesn't kill items. Okay, good, I'll take this. Let's get lucky. Nope, not lucky. Let's see, alright, we have all our weapons, so we wanna... I think the priority is upgrading pentagram right now so it doesn't kill items when it goes off. Wait. I think it's another upgrade away. I wish we could have gotten the juicy one. Not juicy. It's not juicy. It's holy water. The juicy one. But oh well, not this round. Anyway, like I was saying, I thought it was enjoyable. This one. The Doki Doki music montage in the middle might have been a bit much, but otherwise I thought it was a fine movie. You know, it was no Saw 10, which I really I really enjoyed Saw 10. Like, genuinely, I think it was one of the better Saw movies. I know it was a weird transition, but I don't know if I've mentioned that except for like on Twitter when I, maybe not even on Twitter. But okay, we want that one for upgrading the garlic. But Saw 10 was surprisingly good. Apparently, it was originally pitched for Saw 9, except Chris Rock kind of came in and took over for that one for Spiral, which I honestly, I mean, maybe I just haven't seen enough hot movies to like know all the cliches, but I enjoyed Spiral, like for what it was. All right, 25% chance that, okay, well, I enjoyed Spiral, you know? I wouldn't say it's my favorite Saw movie. Like, my favorites before 10 were the first 3, I guess. Going back, like, I've talked about this before, but when I moved into my new place, I had no, like, nothing really hooked up except this tiny portable DVD player and the whole of the Saw series. So that was, like, the only media I had for a while. Okay, give me treasure. Dang it. We use more treasure, but oh well. Now we just gotta survive this to find some healing. Some floor meat, as it were. Unless we lucked out in any got in here. Nope, didn't. Good. Anyway, so it was definitely different because the editing style was not in. But to be fair, it was more like a movie, I guess, than a Saw movie, if that makes sense. If you haven't seen Saw movies, they're edited in a certain way. It's very them, like, and I don't know if it's just they're so successful now they don't need to edit them like that because like. Part of the reason they were edited like that was, I think, to save costs. At least I assume that's what it was. It could have been. I'm sure part of it was also style, but you give it a kind of grungy sort of look. But this still had that, but it was more. I think doing it out of obligation rather than need, if that makes sense. Because like the first like half or third of the movie is not very much not a Saw movie. Which is fine in that because it's about John Kramer, who is Jigsaw, if you don't know, just kind of going through this sort of character arc. Because up until this one, there had again did I not give a spoiler warning for this one? Spoiler warning for Saw 10, if anyone cares. Or are we at the point where we can just stand here? No, I don't think we are. No! Well, that stinks. We're not making any progress. We're not even getting any... Alright, let's try again. Actually, you know what, let's go here and see if we can't get the rewards. Da, 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 da. Yeah! Now we're talking. This might be a bad idea, but let's get the goodies. Probably a bad idea, actually. I do not envision us surviving long here. But we'll try, I think one of these might be the map. I want the map. I would like the map. The map I would like. And if we can grab the map and then go back to the previous level, I'll be okay with that. No, you know what? Oh, there's no quit. Okay, we gotta see this one through. Anyway, so yeah, because it's more of a traditional movie in that this is going back to Saw 10, where you're with John Kramer, who, if you don't know the story of Saw, God, if you don't know the story of Saw, that's a whole story, like. Because, you know, you go into these movies like, oh, it's supposed to be this gore fest, and no, it's a soap opera. Like, it's a freaking, it's a drama. Like, yes, there's violence and gore, but that is not why these movies are enjoyable. Like, they're so kooky. Could probably be focusing on level up. And garlic. So like the first part of this movie is just, except for like one scene, which is just in John Kramer's imagination. The first chunk of this movie is just this medical drama where it's like, oh, this hopeful medical drama where it's like, oh, you're going to be cured. You're going to be cured of your cancer. And the cancer is one of the reasons, because with each new installment, they kept adding more reasons and more plot for why he became Jigsaw. But it's like, oh, your cancer, we're going to cure your cancer, and it's this miracle treatment, and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's all sunshine and daisies and roses and everything. But it turns out, you find out first quarter, third into the movie, oh, wait, no, that experimental treatment that you came here to get was a scam. You've been scammed. Tons of people have been scammed, in fact, not just you, John Kramer, but, and so he's like, well, because he was thinking about giving up his ways as Jigsaw, but nope, never mind that. He's gonna do the deal. And, this one was kind of unfair, I feel like, you know, like, first of all, one of his deals was, you know, was never really true. It was like, oh, you can't be personal. You can't be personal about it, Hoffman, blah, 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 blah. Hoffman is one of the spoilers for, what is it, Saw 4 or Saw 5? I think it's the end of Saw 4. But Hoffman is one of his apprentices. And he's like, oh, you know, you can't be personal. Can never be personal. Killing is distasteful to me. This is not the map, I don't think. And I think we're about to lose. Oh, this is the bestiary, which I think James Stephanie Sterling actually wrote, which is very cool, but not what I wanted. Lost. Find the unlocked bestiary. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you know what? Let's play as the one who gets extra EXP. We'll do that. And go back to the... Well, no. Yeah, we'll go back here and go try to get the map. Oh, wait. Free XP. What do we got? This one. I'd like to start with garlic, but if a lack of garlic, we'll take this. Anyway, so... You know... John Kramer's kind of a hypocrite because, you know... He claims he's never killed anyone, and it's like they always have a choice, they always have a chance. And then in this movie, it's like, oh, garlic. It's like some of his traps are like, you have a minute to do thing, and even if you have done thing, if you don't do it in the minute, you know, it's like, I don't like when you compare it to like Saw 1. I hate that this is how I'm talking about. I don't hate it. But, like, when you compare it to Saw 1, where it's like, yes, there was a timer, but it was a long timer that gave the participants time to figure out what was going on and do this task. Like, to actually test them. I mean, even Saw 1, there was, like, the reverse bear trap, whatever, and... Sorry. But, like... When all of it just doesn't feel like it's like, oh, there's gore and blah, blah, and like, it's like, eh. But no one, I genuinely believe the majority of Saw fans are not there for the gore. Like, not the people who call themselves Saw fans. Like, yes, Spiral and Jigsaw did step away from that, and supposedly that is a reason as to why they didn't do as well, but... I think just as much, they are there for their soap opera, you know? Like, how many series are movie franchises are there where, like, forget multiverses and sequels and sequel hooks. Saw, I think, what is it? 2, no, 3, 4, and 5 kind of all take, something like that, all take place at like the same time. Like, it's such a glorious clusterfuck. And you don't get that from a lot of stuff. Because it's like, with retcons and more flashbacks upon flashbacks, it's wild. Go away. But anyway, okay, is this the map? This map? Are you the map? Yes, that's what I wanted. Alright, now we can play the level and maybe do good. Axe, I guess. And so, you know. And honestly, I know Jigsaw and Spiral get a bad rep, but like I was saying before, like maybe it's just because I haven't been inundated with enough cop movies to like be sick of it. But let's go back to Mad Forest. But personally, I like would take them over Coding Overloaded. What, really? Why? Oh, it went away. Hey, over Saw 4. Like, because Saw 4 was just kind of... I don't know, man. I don't know. I really liked 2 and 3, but 4 was like, And then 5 and 6, or 5, 6, and 3 in 3D. Because 8 and 9 would have been Jigsaw and Spiral. Yeah, so it's those ones are just kind of one long, immediate series of crazy events. Which are good, but I don't know. Like, I feel like... 10 was good, though. 10 was good. I liked 10. The traps weren't fair, but... when you consider 10 was the first one with John Kramer as a protagonist, which is in itself kind of very unique for Saw. And maybe franchises like this in general. Like, I don't know. But... where I'm talking out of my ass. But, you know, go 10 movies in without your big icon having a leading role. Having them either be dead or not mentioned. Because, like, again, spoilers. John Kramer dies at the end of the third one. So, you know. Yeah, he's still, like, the face of Saw. And... what point was I making? Oh yeah, not have a movie about him be about Jigsaw with it all being in more or less the same continuity for 10 movies is kind of crazy. Are we strong enough where we can just kind of sit still? I think that's the goal of this game, kind of jumping back to the game. Like, you want to get good enough to where you can just stand still and let everything come to you, or be a moving fortress. See, like, look, we can, the basic mats just kind of drop dead, which is very good for us. Oh no, oh no, oh no, but something in there was not a basic mat. We need to find some recovery meat. Okay, anything on the map? No, that stinks. We're gonna just have to wander around and find recovery meat. Okay, fire breath is fine, but not what I wanted. Really like some recovery. I don't want to end another run. Yes! Okay, now we're back in business. Let's see if we can... nope, that was a coin. Anyway, so yeah. I think it was cool. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I will say I enjoyed it more than the FNAF movie, but I don't think the FNAF movie was bad. Like, for what it was and what it was trying to do, what it set out to do, I think it was pretty good. even. Still haven't seen the Mario movie, but I'll get around to it, I guess. And if, you know, I had to compare all of these movies, you know, all of the hip, relevant, culturally relevant movies of the past few years, which, I think, you know, would be Sonic, Sonic 2, FNAF. I haven't seen Mario and Saw 10. I think those are the only culturally... Oh, no, well, I haven't seen Barbie or Oppenheimer, but I guess... Besides for those in the Mario movie, you know, these are the only culturally relevant pieces of media that have released in Hollywood, obviously. You know, oh, I think was there a new Ghibli movie? There might have been a new Ghibli movie. If you can't tell, there's a level of sarcasm to what I'm saying right now. But I am very specifically not including any Marvel movies because they are not culturally relevant anymore. That kind of ended. They will probably never be culturally relevant again, honestly. They kind of screwed the pooch on that one. Or Disney. Disney and, like, you know, are they really doing another Toy Story? Like, that was fake news, right? They're not really doing that. Like, how? I mean, I could see how, as long as they... But I think the news that I heard said Andy was involved, and it's like, you can't bring Andy back. Who cares about Andy? First of all, who gives a shit about Andy? The toys care about Andy, but, like, we as viewers do not care about Andy. Like, why would anyone care about Andy? Unless, like, the point of the movie is, oh, Andy couldn't let go and is going to go steal his toys back from a little child. Like, is that going to be the plot of the movie? That's a terrible plot. Who would want that? Unless people do want that because they're so clinging to their nostalgia that they hated that Andy gave up his toys. Spoilers for Toy Story, I guess. Oops. Who cares? It's Disney. If you care about Disney, you're evil. Oops. Well, there goes my treasure. Oh no, the treasure giving one is still here. Let's see if we can get it. I'm not gonna get it. We need to abort. Abort, 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 abort. Yeah, this is not good for me. Oh, hey. You look easier to get. Oh, let's try this one. The mantises are the ones with the treasure. Unless it's only a specific mantis. I don't think that's the case. So if we could get this one and get a lucky... Yes. Oh well. Bum. Anyway, movies. Sonic movies were okay. But I am expecting, after the third one for Shadow, to just like, also come home and be like, I'm your Oni-chan! Not literally, but you know what I mean. Because these movies have kind of decided that the Sonic crew are the Donut Lords, I forget his name, kids, basically. Which is fine. I mean, if that's the direction they want to go in, if they weren't going to adapt it, then there's a million things that could have gone wrong, and I honestly think if this is how they were adapting it, they have done a good job with... I feel like I'm making too many caveats, but like, I enjoyed those movies. I don't know if I'd want... I mean, the second one I kind of thought was funny because it had the that one guy from Criminal Minds. So that was, you know, a little layer of funny since he's basically playing himself or the same character but in a kid's role, and I guess that's what's for the grown-ups in the audience. But I don't know, do kids today watch Criminal Minds? Because like when I was a kid, I saw probably way too much Law and Order. So does that hold true except with other like procedural drama type shows? Because, like, I haven't seen any of those kinds of things in many a year. But, I don't know. Or is it all just about the talk ticks and the Instagram? Oh my god, that's where Instagram comes from, isn't it? Instant. I learned something today, unless I'm totally wrong. I've never used Instagram. I've never opened Instagram, so I have no idea. Is it Instagram? Oh god, now I really sound old. Oh no! Anyway. Honestly, better you learn quote unquote from, I don't know. Is it better to get your propaganda from Law and Order or from freaking Logan Paul? Oh god. Kids today, am I right? Oh, hey, good treasure. Six-two Stitch. That's the number of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. It's just one of those numbers that's just like burned into my memory. I might be. And then watch. I'm wrong about that. I've been misremembering it for years. Anyway, what were we talking about? How Disney is Disney and not culturally relevant anymore, and probably never will be or never should be again. And people who still watch Disney movies or have sold their souls to Satan. Well, no, Satan's too good for that. Like they're below. The Disney fans are below that. Like, you know, it's very sad. Very sad. Very sad. They're almost as bad as insert other popular thing. Oh, yup. Oh, apparently, I didn't realize it was coming out so soon. The Scott Pilgrim anime came out, like, I don't know, was it yesterday? Which is neat, I guess. I've never seen the Scott Pilgrim movie and only read, like, a comic of it on Free Comic Book Day many years ago when that was still a thing. That, you know, I mean, maybe it is still a thing, I don't know, but, you know, I'm still kind of about that kind of thing after, you know, the stuff and the happenings. But, you know, that's whatever. That's a separate topic that no one wants to talk about that. Although maybe they should. Maybe they should, but... Movies, am I right? Okay, the big bats are still stronger than us. And we're 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in. Let's find the big mantis. And try to kill it before the pentagram does. Which we're not going to be able to do. So let's just survive until the pentagram kills everything. Anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime now. Hey, please don't corner me. Oh dear. Oh hey, exit. I'd like to get the man. Oh, sweetness. These guys are. No! No! Yes, give me treasure. Alright, I think we want a trapdoor if we want to level up this one. Oh god, we're only level 20 right now. Jeez, we got a ways to go. Level 5 garlic, yes. Let's head over this way to see. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it! And it's nothing! Yeah, we have to. Oh, I don't think we're making it out of here. Oh no, here come, I think those are werewolves, maybe? Ooh, I didn't realize this was over here. I'll take that. So, how have you liked my hot take theater this morning? Give me that. I'm sure these takes are hot, but not as hot as you. You are a very hot person, you viewer. Oh yeah, you're just the spiciest, unless you don't want to be objectified in that way, in which case you are hideous or just average. Ha ha ha. Let's see if we can get some treasure. Give me treasure. Oh no, werewolves running away. Running away. Ah. Honestly, maybe it's just because I can't see, but they look more like tree stumps with hands and legs to me right now. And I apologize if they are werewolves. I think they're werewolves. Ghost, oh ghost. Oh. This one. Ooh, I think we're about to lose. We are about to lose. It's getting, the walls are closing in. Holy moly, there it comes! Something's coming, something's coming. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yoko, oh no! Defeat total of skeletons unlocks more the Badubadama. That's Candelabrador. Ooh. Wait for unlocks. Power up. Ooh, more XP, please. That's all I can get! What else can I get? No, we need to power up XP. We need more XP. XP is life. XP is everything. XP is love. XP is life. Are they really making Shrek 5? Like, I'm happy for Jack's films if that's true, but I don't know if I trust DreamWorks after everything lately. Like, I don't know why this has turned into a movie stream, but I guess it has. But yeah, like, I don't know if I trust them with it. Like, that's a very now that's going to be a culturally important movie, because it turns out, you know, a lot of people didn't see it, myself included, but Shrek 4 was really good. And it's like, now, if they, and apparently Puss in Boots was really good as well, even though I didn't see it. But, so now they've got some really big shoes to fill with Shrek 5, and so they could really screw that up. And I would like it if they did not. You know, I'd personally prefer them not to tarnish such a classic. God, you know, it's so sad that kids today don't, like, know or recognize that, like, especially the first two, but, like, just Shrek is just a legitimately really good movie. And it's kind of just been memed to hell, and I mean, I don't mind that so much, but when people don't watch it because they think there's nothing to it, that does kind of bum me out a little. Because it's like, it is genuinely a really good movie. Like it, and this, even though it's a comedy, it's like, it's still, well, what? I mean, it's still, and a tongue-in-cheek comedy at that, it's still more sincere than a lot of modern stuff is nowadays that should be sincere. Like, sincerity, I think, is something that you gotta have. Like, now, I don't know if it was Rick and Morty that caused this or what, or just that it got popular, but or the Marvel movies, or a little bit of both. But sincerity is, I think, the most important thing. Like, which is why, you know, I've talked about this before, why I've generally always preferred tokusatsu over Um, and why I think I prefer the older superhero movies or early MCU to like stuff that came later, just because to the point I just stopped trying to care, because there's that sincerity, like it's not ashamed of itself. Like you like the thought of being ashamed of like I saw this. I haven't been using Twitter as much lately or at all, but I saw this tweet a while back. Like, why wasn't there this self-referential kind of joke in Super Sentai? And I'm like, well, because that's like poking fun at Super Sentai, and it's like not in a funny way, like, but in kind of a more mean-spirited kind of way. And it's like you have to have a little bit of, I feel like a little bit of shame almost, or think there's something to be ashamed of to make that kind of joke. And it's like, it's not what Super Sentai is about. Super Sentai, to me at least, is very genuine, even when it either genuinely being silly or, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I'm more of a writer kind of person, but like to me Super Sentai is just something that makes you smile. Like, you know, I don't know if that's too corny, but I feel like that, and that's what I feel like is just fundamentally wrong with Power Rangers, that it wants to be a little of Kamen Rider and a little of Super Sentai and kind of comic book heroes too. Like, it just doesn't know what it wants to be. Like, not to mention its supposed obsession with being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Oh, come on, I earned that treasure chest. But like, and its obsession with being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like clinging to the 90s and everything. It's like, you can't do that and think it'll work, but like, it's none of it's sincere is the main thing. Like, that lack of sincerity is very obvious. And with Sentai again, it's like, it's not ashamed of itself, and I for one think that's its biggest strength. That now, apparent, you know, I know obviously Sentai is all about, or not all about, but you know, apparently Gotchard's not doing so well on the, speaking of Toku, on the writer front, because of toy sales or whatever. But okay, we're getting the pentagram up there. But even then, it's like, well, fuck you, we're gonna have this guy talking to freaking trading cards and you can't do anything about it. Like, even Geats had stuff. Like, maybe not as blatant as talking to little trading cards, but I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Geats to TBH, but that's not news. Because, I mean, I'll just say on that, before I go back to talking about sincerity and all that, I think, well, no, actually, maybe for a little, for that reason, that to me, Gotchard was Gotcha. Was a breath of fresh air compared to how some of Geats was, you know. I liken it to the days of old and Kamen Rider, Olden being now 10 years ago, but still. You know, the stuff that we were sick of. I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny to think about that. Like, people, there's another thing I've talked about before, but like, people were absolutely sick of the formula that was I guess the foundation for early phase 2 Heisei Kamen Rider, which is, you know, because like when you get down to it, when you peel off their specific gimmicks or the executions of those gimmicks, Double O's, Forze, Wizard, and kinda Ghost are all basically the same show. Ghost a bit less so, but early Ghost very much so, I think. And kind of Drive, again, early Drive at least. They're all basically the same show, you know? Which is, it's not necessarily bad, but because especially the first ones did enough to differentiate themselves, but Wizard was just very by the book about it. I mean, it's in the same way that a lot of early Phase 1 Heisei was like very much the same show. So, in that they were in different degrees of cop dramas or just J dramas with henshin heroes kind of just on top of it. But meanwhile, you have... Hold on, I want to get out of here. Alright, so meanwhile, you have... I think, like I was saying, like I've said before... Oh no, running out of health! Oh, go, no, 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 give me... Oh, come on, it was right there! Did you see that? How it just went flying off the screen instead of into my belly. That wasn't right. Anyway, how Ryder, people were just and like I've said this before. I'm repeating myself now. I apologize, but how it was just very formulaic, and so you can't. When people watch Wizard and Ghost now, especially if they watch it out of order, they will never understand why they got the reputations they did. Those are things where you had to be there. Is because those shows were airing in order, and because Wizard in particular just, like, to a degree, I think if Wizard had aired before Forze, and it had been otherwise exactly the same, I think with Forze, despite how enjoyable it is, and you know how lovable a protagonist Kentaro is, and everything else, I think Forze would have been the one to get, at the very least, Wizard wouldn't have the reputation it got, like, because genuinely, it was time and place. Like it was a kind of by the books, by the numbers series that didn't do as much wrong as, like, there is an argument to be made that like, you know, with Shunpei and stuff, that and Ghost did this too, where they really overdid some slapstick stuff, and that early Drive was much the same. But you have slapstick in Heisei Kamen Rider going all the, like, freaking, I remember when people were giving Thighs shit for being this edgy, grimdark mess, and it has some of the funniest scenes in Kamen Rider, and jokes and gags, and like Agito also, like it is hilarious. There is so much comedy in these shows that they don't get credit for when they're like being touted as these dark and serious Kamen Riders, or at least that's how they used to be. Like, I kind of fell out of touch with what the fandom considers what for many years, and I'm only just recently finding things out. Like, it still kind of blows me away that apparently 01 is something people hate now, and I still don't get that Saber is loved. But again, it is personal for my issues with Saber. Some of those are personal, and some of them are not, and I do think they are genuinely objective, dare I say. But that's, you know. If nothing else, I will give Saber this. It was absolutely a sincere show from start to finish, for better or for worse. It was shallow at times. Tragically so. It was sincere to the point that it lied to you and wanted you to believe those lies week to week. It didn't make sense, but it was sincere. It was trying to be sincere, and it had that, I guess. But anyway, go back to Sentai. Like, Sentai at its core should make you smile, and I think that is, if you don't have that, then you don't have a Sentai show. Like, that they are heroes. Like, I mean, it's not just that they're for children, although, like, young kids, they're heroes for young kids, although that is part of it, but kids need that, you know? The world is kind of awful, and they should have something to look to be like, yes, there are smiles, there is good. And Power Rangers, and maybe even Power Rangers fans, just don't, and maybe it's because Power Rangers isn't Super Sentai and therefore doesn't need to be this, but that is just a fundamental aspect of Super Sentai that, whoa, I'm having serious deja vu. Did I talk about this exact thing when I played Vampire Survivors last time? Oh my god, if I did, that's really trippy. Even to the point where I was saying, I don't think I've talked about this before. Oh my god. I think I did. Oh my god. Oh, I'm having like flashbacks or deja... It's either flashbacks or deja vu or both. Oh. Oh no. If anyone saw that stream and... Because I'm like having this... Oh wow, that's trippy. Deja vu scares me, man. Because I have had serious deja vu instances of it ever since I was a kid, and it's just scary. It is legitimately very scary when you just suddenly like jolt upright and you're like, oh my god, I have lived this exact moment before and can vividly remember it. And I don't know how that works, but it's fucking scary. And if you've never had that experience, I can't tell you whether or not I envy that, because it's just, I've had it, experienced it so many times. Like, there have been times where I'm like sitting, like I can remember when I was like sitting in a classroom. Like I remember this one really clearly. It was 8th grade. I was talking to my friend, just minding my own business, and suddenly the conversation changed, and I was like, oh my god, wait a minute, we've had this conversation. And maybe we had that exact conversation before, but it just, you know, deja vu, man. Like, deja vu, like just, it's one of those things, like, to me, I try not to be super superstitious, but that is something that to me is like, that is just fucking objective proof that there is parallel universes and other stuff, man. You can't explain that away. I don't care what actual explanations you have. That is proof that there's stuff we can't explain, and I'm sorry that makes me sound crazy, but I don't know. I have experienced deja vu so many times that I can't. Like, I don't believe in a lot of stuff. I don't think. Maybe I do comparatively compared to kids these days, but like, because I don't know what the hell kids these days believe in. Like, I don't know, but that is something that just has me, you know, you can't tell me that stuff doesn't exist when we like peek into the realities and whatnot with moments like that. And it's just, anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, right, like, I gotta change subjects now, just in case we are having the same conversation. This is the literal last Vampire Survivor stream, because that would be pretty sad. Or I don't know, maybe it's just something I like to talk about a lot. It's just I happen to be wording it exactly the same. I don't know, I'm just a guy after all. Yuck, yuck. Speaking of sincerity, let's talk about me and how I used to be very proud of that catchphrase. Then I ran it into the ground and only occasionally can say it with sincerity anymore, because, well, there are a few reasons. Some I don't want to get into, but in general, just because I don't know, like, there are some things there. I used to have a heroic intro and a little more of a heroic character. Like, this is at the very start of my YouTube career. Please don't go back and look those up. I'm not gonna cringe. It might be the right word for it, but I would. Those videos are largely still up, so, you know, if you want to embarrass me, feel free. You know, give me the views. Oh. Although, you know, that probably would just hurt my current stuff, so probably shouldn't do that anyway. But no, I used to try to. No, that's not the voice. What was the voice I used to do? It wasn't a super voice. It was. Greetings, citizens! Justiguy has arrived, the hero of heroes, the champion of champions, and so on and so forth. And I don't know. I used to put on a whole character and act and try. Like, I tried to do Let's Plays in character. I had all kinds of plans that I was largely just not smart enough to be able to pull off as far as the technological aspects. Like, my old Dragon Ball videos that are not very good for a lot of reasons, but they took like weeks to edit just because I was so new to it. And I mean, and I'm sure part of it is just my own technical incompetence. Like, that's, I think, one of the big reasons I am bad with tutorials and learning things. Like, once I learn something, I get it, but it's like the way I learn is just not catered to anymore. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like, I learn best by like doing and figuring it out, and technology just doesn't kind of work with how that kind of mind works. Like, for me, like, if you stick like blocks in front of me, I'm the kind of person who just jams them together until I get the end product. If you give me like I don't know, like a toy transformer or something, I would never look at the instructions. I would just see how it starts, see how it's supposed to look when it's finished, and figure it out myself. Even if that might mean breaking it, like, I would still figure it out. Whereas you can't really do that with like programming. For instance, like, until I was able to, I don't know where I'm going with this now, but like, when I was learning Renpai, and I now need to really relearn it, I needed to eventually figure out, I had to like mentally start equating certain things into, like, in how I could, in my head, I would need to come to eventually see certain types of code and as like a piece that I could visualize as being able to pick up and move around in my head, because otherwise I just couldn't do it. And it was like, when I first started learning, I just kept getting headaches, because it was like, this is just not the kind of thing I am made to do. Like, I genuinely got, ooh, hello. Like, I would genuinely get like sick looking at it. And in that respect, I came a long way, but, and I say, even though at this point, it feels like I may never, release anything, but the fact that I got over that just that much was a pretty big hurdle for me. And I don't know, maybe that's just how it is for everybody, but, I think they call it like different types of learning. I know there's a word for it. It's like, 'cause some people are like auditory learning, some auditory learners, some people are like tech. I think for me, it's like, I'm more of like a textile learner, if that makes sense. I don't know. I would have liked a better one. I think we're almost where we can start evolving some of these items, but not quite. We're working up there. I think all 4 of these items match the, let's see, if the wand goes to the spell book, the water goes to the attract orb, the garlic goes to the heart, and I think the pentagram goes to the crown. We might be in good hands. This might be a really good setup right now, actually. If I can get the EXP and treasure chests to make it work. That'd be the main source of difficulty. And I don't know. Oh, I don't want any of these. Let me think. What does knife go with? Knife goes with bracer. All right, we want bracer. If we can't continue upgrading that. If anything, we want bracer for knife. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gimme. Gimme before pentagram kicks in. Oh yes, we got something. I think it's going to be evolved wand since we just got level 8 wand. Yes. I think we've had this before, but still very nice to get. Pentagram cooldown reduced by 10 seconds. Yeah. Ah, I didn't leave any items for me. I mean, in general, like, I'm kind of... Cooldown reduced by percent or effects. I don't want this. I think I'm just bad with, like, that's why my... I mean, let's be fair, my streams do not look very quote-unquote professional. They do not look like the work of someone who has been doing this for, I mean, what is it? 6 years now? I mean, I haven't necessarily... Oh, no. Alright, this goes to axes. So we want axes and bracers if we can get lucky enough to get those. Garlic. No, actually, I should have gone for the holy water. Evolved holy water, I think, is better than evolved. Give me this. 45% is basically 50. Now the werewolves are here. Ah, man. Once the werewolves come to town, nobody has fun. See if we can get treasure out of this bat. Yes. But I mean, yeah. Is that level 7? I think it's only level 7 or 6. Yeah, level 7. Okay, so we need one more of those. Let's grab the crown. Level up maybe faster. I will say this controller is much nicer than the Switch Joy-Con sticks. So I don't feel as bad about having the knife as I do on that. This is what I actually feel like I can aim. Also, the screen is big. There's another bonus. Like, it doesn't feel like a disadvantage like it does on the Switch. Oh god. Oh no. Oh geez. Oh lordy. Could have left me items. Practically a 50-50 chance. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic X. Oh, crown. Oh, crown. I wish Digimon Cross Wars got more love. Doesn't get enough love. Still need to finish Ghost Game. But I have a soft spot for Cross Wars. Damn. Come on, can we have no more of these werewolves, please? No one likes them. Unless you're, you know, like, hate shipping them with vampires. Which I guess works since they're both enemies of this game. No! Give me items! Give me items! Oh gosh. These big bats are the worst. They're like HP sponges. Damage sponges, rather. Alright, let's try to go get the sucky thing. Attract orb. Never mind, too dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no. This is bad. It's so bad. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's so bad. I don't know. Oh, bracer. Ooh. I want the water, though. All right. It's over. It's over. I think we're ending here. Yep. Yep. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Unless. Oh! Can't believe that. We get anything at least from that? No, of course not. Power up. A little more XP. A little more might. Try again. Now I'm mad. I'm mad to the bone. I guess. Damn it. I hate. No, man, this run is a loss. Alright, good. Good. Give me something good. Now, that was looking to be such a perfect run, too. I hate it. We could have had all evolved items and... That's a tragedy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my camera just died. Did it? No. Okay, no. It looks like it's still here. Oh, yeah, it looks good. Sorry about that. Whoa, God, what did I just do? Uh-oh. I'm not moving now. The camera died again. Ah! It died as soon as... Alright, you know what? Screw it. This run is cursed anyway. Alright, you know what? Vampire Survivors Farewell. We're going to start Justiguy 0 in a minute.